All right, welcome back. Episode 3 of Fig Life. It is me, John Wangland here, Johnny Podcasting, and I'm with my partner in crime, my big mentor over it, so to speak, as we like to call him here on the first couple episodes here, the real deal, Richie Reardon. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much, man. I am looking forward to talking figures tonight, bro. This is coming in. It's definitely one of my passions now. Doing this show for everybody, and showing off the collection, man, is always cool, and getting to hear about other people's collections and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, the first couple episodes are out. We've dropped them. So by this point here, so we're trying to get some pretty consistent content with everybody. As we said last time, we're knocking out episodes, trying to figure out this video editing thing. So bear with us the first couple episodes, and we're going to have it all perfect there and fine and dandy for everybody with everything here, over the first couple weeks and get it all out there and make it look perfect for everybody. But we got some good finds tonight for episode 3, man. So we got some fun things to show everybody and to kind of talk here for the all the fans of collectibles and figures and everything like that. So let's get to our first one of the week, man. So we're going to do our for sale by owners here segment that we did on the first episode here. And these are a couple things in our collection that we're putting out there. Some really quality products, some really quality stuff that's out there for everybody that you can find and you can purchase for a great price over there. It's at rcpodnetwork.com. He's got to go to the store over there. It is our website. It's got all of our podcasts and it's got our store on there. So if you're interested in purchasing any of these great figures that we got, these great collectibles that we put up over time, you can find everything that we got up there on rcpodnetwork.com. So enough of the cheap plugs, though, for the site, but here's a couple of the things that we got for sale by owner. Richie, what do you got first tonight, my friend, to show for everybody?
So the thing that I picked out for sale, man, that everybody can go pick out on rcpodnetwork.com is this TNA Lockdown. It's
Ooh,
the James Gang figures. You got BG James, and of course you got Kip there for Billy Gunn. These are signed, so I know you can see the signatures there. You can
yep.
make them out there. These are great figures, man. I love this design of the box that they have with the lockdown popping out at you there. Of course, you got a poster that came with it. I like to keep these things in the box. I don't like letting my figures breathe at all. So this is in pretty good shape, though, man. I mean, there's still, the wear and tear on the corners there, but other than that, it's pretty flawless, man. I love the Marvel figures because they have a lot of similarities to the WCW Toy Biz ones from the '90s, and I really love that, man. Plus, you got the packaging with the different pictures of the James Gang on the back there. Gives a little description of their career and their stats and things of that nature. All in all, a good series, man. A lot of people dug these figures because of the articulation of it. So definitely dug Billy Gunn and Road Dogg getting back together, forming the James Gang, man. So this was a
Yeah, that's
great
something I
figure.
kind of forget for the wrestling history side of it. They were called the James Gang over there and everything. Weren't they called like the Voodoo Kin Mafia or something at one point too over there?
They were Voodoo Kin Mafia. That was with uh,
Rosemary.
Rosemary, or God, I can't remember her name. It
They
wasn't
called her.
Rosemary. It was God.
I
Uh,
think it was Rosemary actually.
was it? I
Yeah.
can't. I think it was Roxy Laveau, actually.
Oh yeah, you're right. Roxy Laveau, man. I always
Roxy
forget
Laveau.
they have a similar look and kind of character to them. Isn't
They
Roxy
do.
Laveau Rosemary though?
No, no. Roxy Laveau's a white lady. Rosemary's actually Hispanic.
Oh, I didn't know that, man. I thought they were the same
Yeah.
person over there. So Rosemary,
No.
Roxy Laveau, but they did the Voodoo Kin Mafia thing, right?
Yeah, they did the Voodoo Kin Mafia. It was VKM for short, and I'm sure you can figure out
Vincent
what that
Kennedy
stands.
McMahon.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was definitely shots fired at him. They were trying to recreate the whole DX invasion on the TNA side of things. So that was their thing, man. The Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, they were pissed off at Triple H for a long time. So that was kind of their shoot against WWE there.
Now, the TNA figures, man, how realistic looking are they to you there when you look at them in person? Because they do a phenomenal job, man, at a lot of their figures that I've seen.
Yeah, they do a great job. I mean, they definitely did a lot better than Toy Biz, in my opinion.
Hmm.
The articulation, I loved how you can pose them and stuff like that. A lot of figures today, they come with, rubber clothing and things of that nature, so they're kind of stiff and that kind of thing. So, these figures did good for what they were, man. I mean, they definitely did what they were supposed to do for the company at the time. And Marvel, this was their first time actually taking a crack at making wrestling figures. So, I say they did a good job, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the TNA series, a lot of the Impact series that they did when they were creating all these, when they were really at their heyday, very underrated, man. It's a very forgotten era there of a lot of the characters, and a lot of the Impact stuff that you're going to find, or the TNA product that you're going to find for their figures, is worth a boatload of money. And
Yeah.
I have a rare gem here for the week here, and we're going to go back here too. So since we're doing a TNA theme here, an Impact theme, so for my for sale this week, we're going to give two this week. Last week we gave a really great one, but I got another great one here along with the lockdown. Now this one, the box I'll say is not in as good a condition as I would normally like it to be in, but it's still in pretty good condition nonetheless. There, especially kind of for a worn figure, or sorry, for really kind of an older figure for the TNA series here when he was originally in there. But nonetheless, this is a rare find here for a lot of people. You do not see a lot of these here, and
No, you
it's
don't.
autographed as well, which makes it even better here. And you guys will be able to see it here. It is the Jeff Hardy one right here. So for everybody here, and as
Yeah,
you can see, it's
that was a TNA shop exclusive actually.
yes, sir. So that one right there, and as you can see, everybody is autographed right himself by Mr. Hardy, and he has a very unique signature. This is the second Jeff Hardy figure that we've had here, and we just recently sold the glow in the dark figure here. But this one I liked about it, man. It was really kind of that dynamic phase with Jeff here that he was kind of going through. Very realistic looking with the shirt and the clothing and everything that's in there. I love the mask that they have on him
Yeah.
in this figure right here. It's a
Mhm.
really badass looking figure. Like it really is a nice looking one. And as
Well,
I
and
said,
I like how they made the boxes real sharp and sleek looking too. That looks really cool there.
yeah, it really does, man. It's a cool looking box. It really matches kind of up with this series that Ringside did. And on the back, you got a little bio there, like you said in the other thing with them with Jeff here, kind of breaks down his bio and everything. Like I said, I'd like to see the box in better shape, but nonetheless, this is still a super rare figure that they have right here with him, and it being autographed on itself here when we picked this up was just worth the price to grab this right here. And this is for sale. We're giving it away at a hell of a deal. I've seen them go for almost twice the amount that we're actually selling it for. And we knocked a fair share off on the price on this because of the box condition for the real collectors out there. Guys like me and Richie and other people that are going to be watching this, we like our boxes in meticulous order. Sometimes you can't always get them perfect like we have. If you look at Richie and I's collection, almost you probably find 99% of it's in like perfect condition. But sometimes when you find a gem, you got to go out there and snatch it up here regardless. But you have this same figure, don't you, Richie? Or you have one similar to this, right?
I have that exact figure. I have the glow in the dark one that you had for sale there that got sold as well. The exclusives that they put out for Jeff Hardy are just next to none, man. The quality that they did on that, and adding the extras that you got with the helmet and things of that nature, and of course they even glowed in the dark, man. So it just had that extra touch of for the fans that love that kind of stuff. So, and I dug it,
Yep.
man. I'm a Jeff Hardy mark till the day I die. And
Yep.
the TNA series in particular, that's one of my personal goals right now is to have all his figures from that series. That's how good they were. So yeah, definitely, it was a fantastic figure.
Yeah, really, really good there. But you guys can go find these two different figures we have from the TNA side of it. It's just right on sale on rcpodnetwork.com. Check it out right over on the store. So that's what we got for you guys this week for our for sale by owner segment here. So rare finds, great finds, both of them autographed from everybody there too, because you're going to see a lot of autographed stuff that we find and we get too. So you got to check it out, man. If you guys are collectors, these are great figures to find. Not always the easiest ones to find for some of the stuff you're going to see on the show here. So we're going to be kind of giving you an exclusive find out there for what we got. So check it out. Check out the info on rcpodnetwork.com for that. And, if you're interested, shoot us an offer over there because they do go fast sometimes. So you guys want to really make sure that if you're interested in something, hit us up and we're definitely willing to listen. But we got another great segment for the week, my friend. We're going to look at our stamp of approval for the week. And
Yep.
you have a hell of a great figure to link that up with for the start here, man. So, what do you got for your stamp of approval for the week?
Absolutely. I did the first couple not thinking about this one, and it was right in front of my face, man. And when I saw it, I was kind of regretting that I didn't open up with this one. It's one that came out recently. It's actually two-in-one type of figure that you could actually make this, be. So, ringside, it's a theme with me. Their figures are next to none as far as quality. So, I fucking definitely had to pick this one for the next one, man. It is the Dead Man's Revenge
Ooh.
ringside exclusive series, and as you can see, it has a pop out Kane mask there. And you look it up in the packaging there, you got the Inferno flames in the back that were Undertaker and Kane's trademark for a while. This was back when they were doing the Highway to Hell with Stone Cold Steve Austin and Taker and Kane and stuff, and this was the heat of the moment for the WWF title when Vince McMahon was actually on a roll with his heel run. You see in here they got different masks here, and then they have Kane and the Undertaker, so it's a 2-in-1 figure. Also, I like that this had the double sleeves. A lot of Kane figures didn't have that. They always had the one sleeve, and this was, of course, the Undertaker's disguise. So they did real good with that. In my opinion, too, you look on the sides here, you got the Undertaker revealing himself there, and then, of course, on this side, you got Kane's face. So that was a nice touch. And then you look on the back, they've got Undertaker fully revealed there with the charcoal around his eyes or the makeup or whatever he was using that night, and a
Mm-hmm.
description of what was going on in that time period. So I think they did a spot on job with nailing this figure out of the park. This is definitely one of the favorites in my collection.
Now, how much did that go for when you picked that one up over at ringside?
I pre-ordered it, so I got kind of lucky. It was $25.
Wow, that's a great deal, man.
Yeah, now it's at like 32.99 or 34.99 if you want it brand new.
That's a beaut, man. I'm telling you, ringside has one hell of a collection over there. Some great stuff that they got, man.
Yeah, they do, and you dude, the way you can display this with this mask and everything, they did a spot on job on the packaging. I can't say enough about that.
I mean, the packaging is tight, man. That
Absolutely.
that's spot on right over there, all the way around from
Well,
the.
and it's the heat of the moment of the Attitude Era. That was the cream of the crop, as I would
Mhm.
say. As that was my favorite time period, the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that was a good one, man. That was when Kane was really, man, the evil Kane over there coming out, and the whole height of that feud between him and the Undertaker with the Inferno matches, like you said, and just everything that was going on over there.
Hmm.
Attitude Era at its finest. Well, I'm going to another era here for my stamp of approval for the week, and I brought this one out. It's actually for sale, but it's one that if I don't sell it, I'm not going to be unhappy if I don't sell it because I really am a mark for this guy. Anyways, I'm a wrestling mark. I fully admit it. We always joke around and say it on the shows. I
Absolutely.
wear that. I wear that stamp, and I'm fine with it. It doesn't offend me if somebody calls me a mark for wrestling, and I know it's the same way for you. And I'm a
No,
huge fan
absolutely.
of this guy, man. And I was really excited to see that he's coming back to the WWE, and I can't wait to see what he does over there. And I picked this up a little while ago. Like I said, it is for sale, and it's a fairly rare find. You don't find a lot of these out there, and you don't see a lot from this series. And my stamp of approval is going to go to the Ruthless Aggression series, which I have a few things now from the Ruthless Aggression series. And it is somebody that's going back to the WWE. It's Mr. John Morrison right over
There
here.
you go.
Yep. Now, like I said here, with the John Morrison figure here, look at how realistic this is. And as I'm figuring out the video editing here, I'm showing you what I have in my hand, but I'm also going to be putting it up on the screen for you guys on YouTube so you can see this series here. You don't find a lot of these here. They had a lot of great people in this series. They had Umaga in there. They had John Morrison. They had Carlito. They had Elijah Burke, CM Punk, Mr. Kennedy, Edge. I mean, I could go down the list. Mr. McMahon was in there. This is an underrated series. And this character, man, is just one of the most realistic looking one right here. And this was his chase for the belt here. And it was really just a very unique set, like to look at with this. The realism to this series with the Ruthless Aggression series that I've seen in the pictures from all the things and the few that I own now is fucking awesome, man. And they are some expensive finds to get sometimes because they didn't make a lot in this series, did they?
They did, but it just wasn't a long-lasting series. They did
Yeah.
pump quite a few of them out there with different attires and things of that nature.
Yep.
And they even did where they had the rare ones where it was 1 of 500. You'd get a belt with it and a leather carrying case for the belt. The belt was made of metal instead of plastic, and it was more articulated.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same group that was actually behind the Classic Superstars
Yeah, the Jack Pacific.
series. Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely they were trying to carry this on, but unfortunately this was when Jax was running out of money, so they rushed out a lot of these figures. Thus the quality went down a little bit, but they still, in my opinion, did a great job.
Yeah, they did. I wish they would have continued the series on longer, man. It really was a great one. But like you said, with Jack Pacific going out, like the classic figures out there, I'm telling you, Jack Pacific made some of the best stuff that's out there that I've seen, and I'm still a very, a fairly new collector to this stuff and getting going and learning it, but it's pretty tremendous material that they put out. Everything that I've seen so far that's Jack Pacific, especially more modern era stuff that's probably come out in the last 10, 15 years, it's just really tremendous stuff, man, and just
Yeah.
whatever they did to put into it, the realistic nature of everything, of the characters. I haven't seen many of the characters as good as they are in the Jack Pacific lines and the various ones that I've seen. That's just me from what I've seen so far. What do you think about that?
Oh, I think you're spot on that. And I think a lot of it has to do with the timing of what era we were in that point in time, the star power, everything of that nature. The Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels was happening, all these things. So people were on fire for the product. So I think that had a lot of the reason as to why these figures were so good too.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, Richie, we brought a couple of great things out for everybody this week for our for sale by owner, our stamp of approvals. We're going to be back again later on this week with another episode for everybody of Fig Life because we are going to keep popping out at least 2 to 3 episodes a week. We're going to try to get out to you guys on that. Make sure you guys get out and check out the podcast that we do. We do Wrestling Anonymous, which focuses on the great wrestling tragedies, the deep, the dark side of the ring. Our latest episode, by the time you guys hear this, will focus on Brian Pillman, the career of Brian Pillman, the life, the death of Brian Pillman. And we're going to make up and do a little watch along there for the Davey Boy Smith stuff we were planning on doing, but we couldn't do. So we're going to have a Davey Boy Smith versus Bret Hart Wembley watch along that we're going to be doing over the next week as well. Check out Wrestling with Reality. Me and Richie do a lot of great shows. Usually we're going 6 days a week. We took a little hiatus as we're taping this week here with the Christmas week and everything. But we still had a few episodes we put out this week. But literally check it out. We're doing 5, 6 episodes a week over there. We hit on just about every major era that you can possibly think of. And then our other podcast, Red Turtles Wrestling, that we do with our buddy Rob Francois. And that focuses on more your current product, your WWE, your TNA, or not your TNA, excuse me, your AEW. So that's really what we're hitting on over there. We do a Wednesday Night War show. We do a Monday Night Raw review show, and then Richie and Rob do a great show for their flagship show, hitting on SmackDown and more current topics in the wrestling world. So if you listen to podcasts, if you don't, check them out. Red Turtles Wrestling Podcast, Wrestling Anonymous, and Wrestling with Reality. They're under the Reality Check Podcast Network banner, and some great content for you guys. Literally every week, you'll have enough to listen to get you through the whole week. So it'll keep you busy and going. They're on all major podcast servers. And make sure you guys check out Fig Light. Keep checking it out, spreading the word. Hit that subscription button for us, please. Make sure you hit that little bell there so it lets you know and notifies you when new episodes come out. And keep coming back for more because we'll be back with another episode over the next couple of days. Because, Richie, when you are with us on Fig Life, man, you are Fig Life for
For
life.
life.